Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So this is gonna be for April. My readings are timeless, really, but when I come on, I can't help but say the month or whatever, hint at, allude to the day today of filming. But I trust that whenever you follow this video, whenever you click on it, there's definitely a message for you. Okay, so don't worry about that. Don't get stuck on that. So, but this is for Sagittarius, April. So Sagittarius, we're going to do a little bit of astrology. That's when I get a lot of downloads, significant downloads. So that's why I really want to do those. But if you're not interested, you can go in the timestamp, description box, and you can click right straight to your reading, okay? Your reading, sorry. I think Mercury's about to go retrograde. So anyway, is it already? Who knows? But I can feel it. So yeah, so Sagittarius, hi, welcome, happy Sunday. So astrologically, what's going on? Your 12th house, you have the South Node in Scorpio. So there's a lot of things, like a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering, a lot of reflection about your past, about your life in general. There's an introspection happening. That's happening to a lot of people. I guess it's the Aries energy, the Mars energy, the Aries energy of like wanting to change, winds of change kind of energy, But you, Scorpio, your 12th house, with the South Node, definitely thinking about the past, But don't dwell too long in there, Sagittarius, because you're already such a kind of la landy kind of sign, just like Pisces, but you in a different way. You can get carried away. You can really get carried away in a different way than Pisces does. Pisces is la land, so they can kind of navigate. For you, it could be a little bit more dangerous because it becomes so real, that you get caught up. It's kind of tricky. It could be mentally tricky too. You don't want to get lost in the ethers, okay? So that's what's happening in your 12th house. And then we're going to go up to Capricorn, where there's Pluto, your second house. So again, that energy of pondering, thinking about your foundations, thinking about maybe your parents, thinking about maybe your upbringing, thinking about your intimacy. Like, have you lost this ability to be intimate with people, not just sexually, but to open up or are you like creating this facade where you're acting like everything is happening, everything is like not happening, but everything is great when there are monsters in the closet here. Maybe you're shrugging it off, you're playing a role, you're pretending everything's fine, you're joking, you're being a clown a little bit, but it's maybe hiding something. Is it, Sagittarius? Something to do with your childhood, something to do with your past, and there's a lot of denial, I feel, for Sagittarius, okay, lately, and also coming up, So that's what's happening. There's something you're thinking about the past, something that passed, something that died, or someone that died. It could be too, Also, there's a remembrance. Some of the feelings you have denied about this event that maybe are resurfacing. It's okay. Okay, they're resurfacing for a reason. It's for you to really like look at these feelings and acknowledge them and try to figure out why they're arising right now. My guess is that they're arising for you to finally face them in order to create growth. Okay, in order to create growth, because they're keeping you stuck, either unknowingly or knowingly. Okay, they're keeping you stuck. Okay, it's stuck energy. You need to move on from this. Okay, you need to finally heal it so that you can allow the growth to come in. Your third house of Aquarius, we have Saturn and Mars. Communication with the community, with your close-knit friends, with your tribe, with groups, maybe even people in your neighborhood, maybe in your old neighborhood where maybe this event might have occurred, or if it's something from your childhood, you know what I mean? So Mars and Saturn is it's the teacher, it's strict, it wants you to learn the lesson, it wants you to be responsible, it wants you to be real. It wants you to be real, okay? And Mars just wants to run. So there's a push and pull here. You've been running from something for a while. It's time to have that talk, whatever. Talk to it with the people that were involved in the event or whatever, or that share this trauma with you. It's time, it could help you. You know, it's time to really exercise whatever this is that you've been like suppressing, okay, Sagittarius. Now, in your fourth house of Pisces, we have Neptune and Jupiter. Jupiter, ancient ruler, Neptune, modern ruler of Pisces, with Venus, all about the love. Again, that's that family energy, but it's in Pisces, so it's a very spiritual sign. But since it's your fourth house, again, this has to do with your family, your roots. You know, Pluto, Capricorn, second house, your environment, you know. Fourth house, Pisces, with with Venus and Neptune and Jupiter. Your roots, your environment, where you grew up, what makes you you, your teachings, things they've taught you. It could be about religion. It could be it's your upbringing, basically, religious, non-religious, your upbringing. There's something there that kind of plagues you. Maybe you come from a strict home, very religious, where religious factors are affecting your life now, because you kind of grew and you can make up your own decisions, and you're feeling maybe guilty that you don't resonate anymore. But though with that upbringing or those teachings, it's okay. See, this is all to confront you to this in order to create growth. You have to like confront this, okay? You have to feel it to heal it. So that's what I'm feeling really much so for you, Capricorn. And you guys are, you know, you rule the galactic center. You guys are a very spiritual sign. You're represented by Jupiter. So your ruler is in your fourth house of Pisces, right? So Jupiter's helping you here. It wants you to expand, but you have to go through this first, okay? Sagittarius. So then you have, I feel like you've come into another way of, I don't want to say worship, but another religion that is proper to you. Maybe it's your own religion that you created, and it's very different from what you've been taught, your upbringing, and maybe there's kind of this push and pull there, right? So yeah, fifth house, your passions, the house of your passions is Aries. You showing up to your passions, you standing up for what you believe in, what animates you, what burns inside of you. And then Aries, we just had the equinox, I always say that, but it's been a month, almost, 21st of March, but it's still here. I mean, it's significant change. It's in a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are about change and big decisions and drastic decisions that change your life. So it was on the 21st. It's the new year, really. It's not the 31st of December. This is the new year, really. Aries is the house of I am. It's one. It's represented, by the Fool energy, trusting in the divine, daring, and just believing in magic, and just moving forward with curiosity, optimism. Okay? Even a little aloof, maybe even just like letting your guard down, letting your guard down. Some people might find that dangerous, but Spirit wants you to take a chance, basically. Jump off the cliff. Not literally, guys, okay? So, yeah, so Aries, so like I said, we have the equinox on the 21st. We have the new moon on the 1st. The sun is still there, and Mercury is still there. So the mental body, the remembering, that's where the memories are stored. So again, there's something about a memory. There's something about an imprint. An imprint you have to get rid of because you definitely don't resonate with it anymore. A change in your DNA. Okay, this could even be ancestral, guys, okay? So yeah, so that's what's happening, I think, for you guys. So really think about this. This is the time to really seek clarity about this issue. Maybe it might have been frightening to face it because it was overwhelming. But it's time to seek clarity, and it's time to finally understand the feeling, the emotions that come when you find yourself in this place, okay? And transmute them. Turn them into wisdom, and let go of guilt, and just be optimistic. Be optimistic and be courageous, okay? So that's your fifth house. And then in your sixth house of Taurus, we have Uranus and the North Node, the sixth house. So this is definitely going to change everything. This is going to change, like I said, there's something about your DNA, your energy, something, an imprint. There's something about a DNA thing. It's very ingrained deep, deep in you. It's going to completely uproot everything. And I think that that's the fear. The fear of like going into the unknown and being faced with something you are not familiar with. But like I said, you need to go through this in order to create a better future, in order to be in the best position possible, to be able to go to go like on your path without any roadblocks. You will still have roadblocks, but this is a major roadblock in your growth. Okay? All right, so here we go. Let's get into the reading. We're going to get an astrological card for Sagittarius spirit. There's a major roadblock you have to clear here, okay? All right, we'll do it for Sagittarius spirit, April. Sagittarius spirit. I'm going to stop saying April because it's going to be annoying for people that can watch it, let's say, I don't know, in December, you know, Sagittarius. It could be, you know, off-putting. But they're timeless, trust me, guys, okay? For those of you that watch it later. All right, so what do we have for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I'm going to get some astrological card. One card, if possible. Let's see. That's too many, Spirit. 4 is too many. Let's see what Spirit... Oh, here you go. You showed up. Well, Spirit's like, take that. Well, here we go. As soon as I saw your card, I'm like, okay. See, this is trying to put you back on track. This is trying to put you on the road to your true north, on the path to your true north, true north, which is what? In Taurus, your 6th house. Here's Taurus. It's trying to this is trying to redirect you. Okay? So Capricorn, here you are. Taurus, your 6th house with Uranus and the North Node. Then you have Chiron, which is all about healing the past. This is the wounded warrior. Chiron is the wounded warrior. It's a planet, or is it a meteor? I don't know. Meteor. I don't know what it is, but it was one of the last ones that it's a dwarf planet. Yeah, it's a dwarf planet. It was found not long ago. It's one of the latest ones to be found, to be discovered, you know, in space. But it's about healing. Okay. It's the wounded warrior kind of energy. It's the kind of Nine of Wands energy, which is your card too, because the wands represent you, especially the Nine of Wands. I think it really represents, I think it represents you, because all the wands do represent a specific person, you know, a specific archetype, sorry. And I think the Nine of Wands is kind of, it's challenge, it's faced with challenge. I don't know who it is in Sag. Who could it be in Sag? I know that 8 of Wands is Jupiter in Sag, or the Sun in Sag. Forget it, guys. We're just going to be here forever. Look it up, okay? Look up what the 9 of Wands means, because I think it's very significant for your reading. Basically, that's what I want to say. So Chiron, the wounded healer, and then you have Pisces, your 4th house. Something about healing, something from the home, from the past, from your upbringing, okay? Pisces, 4th house for you, and the Chiron card, healing. Something you need to heal from your past. That comes up a lot for all of us, right? Because we get roadblocks. We don't understand. We should understand. We do, but we don't really know the importance of it. Our past is our enemy, you know? Our past can be our enemy, but once we transmute it and we work with it, it becomes our strength. That's what I want to say. So Capricorn, you know, because Capricorn, you are the boss. You guys are very, you know, ambitious. You're very structured, and that's noble, okay? You're very disciplined, very down to earth, very competent. You're majestic. You are a badass, Capricorn, okay? You guys usually are very accomplished in your life. You're very, like, respected. You're very ambitious. You're very authoritative, meaning you are a leader. You're a boss. And you're very prepared because you prepare, you know? And I feel like this is what's throwing you off. This energy, this feeling, you don't know how to deal with it, right? It's uncontrollable because it's something, it's not palpable. It's it's part of you, you know. It's easy to deal with something that's in front of you, but when it's from inside, it takes a lot of emotional maturity to be able to access what's inside of us and actually picture it, because you have to feel it to picture it, you know, to make it tangible. It's not something you look at, you know. It's very complex, you know. It's a very complex, it's work, you know. It's hard work, especially you guys are earth signs. Maybe it's a little bit less hard for water signs, but and fire signs, it could be a little bit less hard too. You guys are fire signs. But did I say Capricorn? You're not Capricorn, you're Sag. Why did I say that? Why am I going on a tangent about Capricorn? See, it has to do, some of you, it has to do with your father. Capricorn is the father, grandfather. It's that authority. It's that, it is power. It is institution. So yeah, maybe, oh, what came up? Oh wow, Spirit says maybe you guys went to Catholic school. You were in a boarding school. That could be it. This Capricorn just came in heavy in your reading. I actually was in the Capricorn energy. I was like, damn, no, I'm doing Sag. Crazy. So yeah, so Sag, this is your second house. So your environment. So some of you definitely went to boarding school, but or whatever, it's your environment. Wherever you were brought up. Maybe some of you guys, your parents didn't bring you up. Maybe it was an aunt, a grandpa, a grandfather, or an institution. Like I said, this Capricorn is institution, okay? And with this Taurus card, it's your environment. Taurus is a very sensual energy. It's earthy, it's practical, right? And it's very pleasure seeking. Meanwhile, Capricorn is strict, right? It's disciplined. So there's a lot of discipline, rigidity. Taurus is ruled by Venus, you know. Capricorn is ruled by the devil. It's like repetitiveness. It's like dogma. It's attachment. It's very heavy, controlling energy, right? Even manipulative sometimes. It's not fair. It's not an energy that allows you to be authentic, okay? Authentic. Here in this reading, I'm not saying Capricorns are like that, but in your reading, this is a very strict energy, and it restricted you. There you go. It's very restrictive energy that restricted you from blossoming into, you know, normally, let's say, into the being what a child should live. You know, it didn't let you have fun. It didn't let you. Everything was looked at. Everything was controlled. Everything was judged. You know, everything was like, that's not bad. That's bad. That's not good. You know, very strict. You guys, a lot of you came from a really strict upbringing, and this is what you need to heal, because it has conditioned your life. I mean, that our childhood is our reflection of our adulthood, and we have to go and heal our inner child. Our inner child is it's our motor. You know, it's the sun. We need to be one with our inner child. This is why 90% of people have lost connection with their inner child, or their inner child, they've put them in a closet. They killed their inner child because it was just, somebody killed it because somebody just suppressed their dreams and suppressed their inner child, or we willingly did it because we suffered trauma during, you know, while we were children, while we were in where everything's supposed to be just easy and happy. There needs to be discipline, sure, but when is discipline abuse? That's the question, okay? Fourth house, again, about your family. Yeah, there's a lot of healing happening here. I'm so blown away by how I just jumped into Capricorn energy. Maybe I was feeling the devil energy, but it was the strictness of it. It was the strictness of it. It overpowered you. See how it took over your reading, Sag? It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. But anyway, you have Chiron here in Aries. Aries is the house I am. It's your personal power, your personal authority. It's your godlike energy. It is your strength. It's how you show up, not giving a damn. Okay, it's like, here I am. I am. Maybe I am affirmations will be good for you right now. Maybe some of you already did it. Maybe you should do some more. You know, it's a time to pick it up again. So Aries energy is here, Chiron, you know, and with Mercury. Express. You need to go to a therapist. Go to a therapist. You have fellow friends that were there with you. Third house Aquarius, your community, maybe that boarding school. Get in contact with them, and you guys should talk. Group therapy. I'm hearing group therapy. Okay. People that have been in similar situations in their childhood could be helpful for you. talking about it, definitely talking about it, and exercising. Talking about it exercises it too. Talking about it verbally or writing it down. You have to exercise it. You know, you have to exteriorize it. Okay? You have to feel it and you have to exteriorize it to kind of like exercise it. You know, it's kind of like a purification. Then you have Jupiter in Pisces that's helping you as well, your ruler. Helping you expand, pushing you towards your North Node, Taurus. All right, guys. Let's get into the Astro dice and get some more here, and then we'll get into the other cards. So what do you have, Sag, for Sag, please? Well, here you are, Sag. You're showing up. Yeah, Spirit wants to bring you back to self here. 10th house, and you have South Node. Letting go of the past. 12th house. Your 12th house of Scorpio. Those deep, rooted programmings, you know, and your DNA. Your past lives. Some of you, this is past life-y. This is something from your past. Has to do with your ancestors. Some of you, a lot. Like I told you. Maybe that's why Capricorn came up. And then you have it here again. 10th house Capricorn again. That Capricorn energy. For some of you, this is ancestral. Deep, rooted DNA programming. DNA like shadow. Like deep ancestral shadow. But you understand this, Capricorn. You're equipped to deal with this. So don't be afraid. You are. Spirit wants me to tell you, you're very equipped to deal with this, okay? Don't worry about it. Why did I hear you need to connect with the ethers? You need to do some research about your bloodline. You need to do some research about your ancestral line, your tree. It could help you and give you clues. If you listen to your intuition. If some of you feel like, yes, oh yeah, boarding school kind of energy, that kind of scenario, cool. If your intuition, it tells you that you felt this, you dreamt about this, you kind of feel that it could be something ancestral, do that. Go look and do a DNA test, like a test, those ancestral tests they do now. Learn more about your culture. Learn more about where you're from. Learn more about, because for some of you, if you're from abroad, like let's say in America, but your forefathers were Haitian or whatever, just dig into that, okay? Because that could really help you really see clearer, okay? Get a better understanding. It could give you really significant clues, okay, Sag? All right, so here we go. Let's get into the other cards. I'm going to put these here just so we can remember that we had them, right? Maybe the other cards will communicate with these. So now we're going to get an overall energy for Sag. Spirit April. Overall energy for Sag. All tied up. Yeah, 5. It's a 23. It's 5 change. Plutonic energy in your Capricorn, second house of Capricorn, with Capricorn here. And we had the 10th house with the dice. All tied up. Yeah, it's energetic. It's DNA. It's all tied up. It's your DNA. It's internal. There's something here that needs to be repaired. And it's starting to manifest itself. Maybe it didn't before, but it's starting with pain, with sudden sadness, sudden depression that just goes and comes out of nowhere and you don't understand. Lows, really low lows out of the blue for no reason. Sudden, like your energy just drops. You're very it seems like you're fainting. This is what's happening, guys. It's an alarm. It's an alarm. So definitely all tied up. I'm going to put it under this Chiron card here. Makes sense. I'm going to put it here, right here. So, yeah. You're definitely all tied up. There's something you need to repair energetically. There's something you need to repair energetically. Okay? All right. Something is, it's almost like two fuse don't, like, are connected that need to be, you need to be redirected and replugged. You know, two fuses that connect are keeping you stuck. And it's just like stuck energy, Capricorn, devil energy, right? And it needs to be detached and replugged somewhere else, which would be the north node. Okay, it's like you're plugged into the south node. You see what I'm saying? And spirit is trying to plug you to the north node, Taurus. That's what I'm like intuiting right now. I don't know if it makes sense to you. Okay, let's see what you've healed or you're about to heal here with the soul's journey. Sagittarius, please, spirit. April, Sag. April. I heard ancestral curse. Trust me, it's not as bad as it sounds, okay? Don't be afraid. Perseverance, Capricorn. Self-esteem, yeah. A lot of judgment, a lot of like, you can't do this, or somebody was pushing you a lot. You were in a very strict upbringing. There's a very strict controlling energy here that just really took a toll on your self-esteem, that robbed you of your childhood, okay? Something robbed you. It was very hard on you. It's very demanding of you. It robbed you of your childhood. I'm going to repeat it again. Your innocence, okay? But you have to know that perseverance is good, because perseverance is knowing that you can do whatever that you set your mind to. But when it's you yourself, out of your own will, being perseverant, you know? Now when somebody's telling you have to be perseverant, that's like gaslighting. That's like abuse. It's psychological abuse, right? And also you have to know that you possess gifts that benefit you, you know, your soul. You possess gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. So you are a beautiful being. You are a unique being. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But there's something here about not being always pushing, always being perseverant, because it's that voice that you're hearing, you know, it's not willingly, it's that programming. And it's kind of like, until you just keep on going. And once, because it kind of fuels your self-esteem, but this is not healthy, guys. It's not. Because you're all tied up in this loop that is a programming, that is a manipulation, that is a gaslight, that is a freaking it's a program. Okay? And it's not self-esteem. It was abuse. Now there are different levels of abuse, right? But this is a form of abuse. Not letting somebody blossom, not letting anybody have the how do you say this? The ability to choose, not letting anybody express their emotions, not letting anybody just be, you know, always constricting and restricting and judging, and then telling them what to do. That's abuse. I mean, what do we want to call it? It's abuse, okay? So this is very heavy energy. I feel like you guys are grown up now, majority of you. But see, what's scary is that you're grown up, you're independent, you probably, some of you have families, you're married, you're bosses, you know, but this is it's there. You know, and that's what's crazy, because it's there. You don't see it, and it's starting to arise, you know, because it needs to be acknowledged. Without knowing it, you've been living your life under this thing. Because it's ingrained in your DNA, like I said. You see what I'm saying? So it's a really big, it's going to be a lot of work to unplug this, okay? To plug yourself out of this, okay? So now let's get into tarot and get deeper. Spirit, what do you have for Sag, please? Sagittarius. It's like mind control. Spirit, what do you have for Sag, please? Yeah, you have to speak up, and you have to speak your own mind. You have to make your own decisions. It's time. You think you're doing this because you're grown up, you're autonomous, you have your family, you're an adult. But believe me not. Believe me no. Sorry, believe me no. You're all tied up, and Spirit wants you to be like this now. Break away from control. Time to break free. It's time to break free. The Spirit wants to redirect you towards the Queen of Swords. Power of decision, authority, personal authority, power, strength, intelligence, quick, witty, perceptive. Sovereign, courageous, and perseverant. Yeah, but you choosing to be perseverant for the things that matter to you, not being a zombie because you're programmed and just doing it automatically. You being perseverant and having the self-esteem and the courage and the self-love to stand up for your ideas and stand up for what you believe in and decide for you, your life. All right? Spirit wants you to take back your power. Isn't it crazy when your power has been taken away from you and you don't even know it? I think that's what happened to most of you. You're oblivious. You're completely blind to it. Three of Wands. Yes. Expansion. Moving towards your North Node. Being one with your higher self. Being connected. Wands, your energy. Healing. Look at these three lotuses here. Healing. Going back to communion with self. Where self-esteem lies. Where courage lies. Where power lies. In the original right away, this is somebody waiting for their ships to come in. Looking at large, the ships, they can see the lights, the ships in the sea. Let's take the sea as your emotions. Let's take the ships as your blessings. Let's take the ships as the things you want to accomplish. Right? But you have to be in communion with self. You have to call back all these broken pieces, these pieces that were stolen from you, to be whole again. You have to call back your power, your divinity. Okay? You have to be whole again. So, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like you guys, all you know is the life you live now, but there's so much more. The programming for some of you is so deep that you don't know anything else, and for you it's impossible to fathom any other way of living. That's how deeply ingrained it is in you. The programming. The mental programming. It's very culty. Very cult-like. Very religion-like. Very, very, yes, that authority. You know, Capricorn rules institution. Very institution-y, you know. Pisces deals with institutions too. Mental ones, but still institutions. And that's your 4th house. That's why I'm going back to this like boarding school, pensionates, you know, dorms and stuff like that. Weird. Camp, all that kind of energy. Where there's no freedom. You see what I'm saying? And look at her. She's all free. She's over here. She's like almost like gypsy, doing her little moon dance or sun dance. I don't know. Magic. She's creating magic. She's manifesting. That's what she's doing. To manifest, though, you have to be in your magician power. You have to be whole. You have to be in your divinity, your sovereignty. You have to be free to choose and decide. Right? And the 8 of Pentacles is people in the original right away. Is somebody like mastering their craft. This is Sun in Virgo, where you are the bomb. You're healthy. Your work is going great. Money is flowing in. After the 8 is the 9, isn't it? What? Yes, 9 is absolute abundance. Self-sufficiency. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords is beautiful energy. But here you're at the 8. So this is telling me too, it's going to be a lot of work. But after the 8, you have the 9 and you have the 10. Your North Node is the 10 of Pentacles, right? So, exactly. Look at this rose unfolding. The rose represents life. The rose represents healing, maturity, beauty. You do have Taurus. Self-love. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to ask for perseverance. Just, you know, you have to know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Especially if it's, you know, if it's for your well-being and your future and your healing. Remember, the gifts of your soul benefit you and others. So you're not doing this just for yourself. You're doing it for your family. If some of you are married, you know, have children. 4 of Cups. Yes, you've been in this kind of, see, for me, this is, again, giving me that control, that mind control thing where it's like, you're just going, doing the same thing over, you're bored. You're bored. Because you think this is all there is, these 3 cups, but you're bored. Guess what? There's always more. There's this 1 cup here. It's the cup of the divine, the spirit. It's the mystical cup, Pisces. This is spirit coming in and telling you, hello, yes, there's something here that needs to be healed. Do you realize that you're all tied up? So you've been in this state of lethargy. It's hypnosis. There's such an energy of hypnosis and mind control. Okay? It's very, very, it's very Hitchcocky. Sag. Okay, let's do this. I can get the last card for you. It's a nightmare, but you're not sleeping. You're wide awake. And you actually think it's your reality. So many movies were made about this kind of thing, right? I can't think of one right now, but... And here you go, that new illumination, the new beginning. Ace of Wands, your energy. Spiritual awakening. This card could even carry the energy. It does to me right now. It carries the energy of judgment. You know? your own religion, your own realization that you realizing that you were all tied up is just going to be the illumination in itself, guys. Okay? Break free from this, guys. Break free. This is a new beginning, an inspired one, where you have your life force, where you're in your power, and everything is connected and working beautifully to set you on this path towards your North Node, your destiny that is meant for you, which is that of abundance and love and growth. Okay? And beauty and just being blessed. Okay, Sagittarius? Grandiosity, expansion. This is a beautiful card to end this reading with. You need to break free from this control, this hold that these people, this energy has had on you since forever. And that is just controlling you. And you've gotten so used to it, it became normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. Sag, okay? Okay, let's get into the oracles. One oracle from the empathic and one oracle from the wisdom. And we'll close off the reading. Spirit, what do you have for Sag, please? So funny how Capricorn just slipped in, the devil, just slipped into your reading, took over. It was very tricky. Very, I did not like it. I did not like it. I'm just going to say. At all. The desert. Yep, you have to start from scratch. Imagine being in the desert and you think that it's the desert, but to you, it's like it's not the desert. It's heaven. It's not heaven, but everything is cool, but you're in the desert. That's how big this illusion is. That's how big the mind control is. Imagine being able to trick somebody's mind and making them believe, like making somebody that's in a desert, making them believe that everything is groovy. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay. The desert. There's no growth there. You can definitely not build an 8 of Cups in the desert. Impossible. You can't build shit in the desert, guys. Nothing. The soil is dry. There's no water. There's no growth. There's no expansion. There's no openness. There's no creativity. There's no abundance. Everything is dead. Okay. So, let's go to paradise, guys. Let's go to the garden, I heard. Let's go to the garden. All right, Sag. Spirit wants to take you to the garden. Taurus, Venusian energy, the paradise. Paradise, heaven on earth. Spirit wants to take you to the garden. Where dreams are possible, where everything is magical. Everything is magical there. Okay? All right, Spirit. Last card for Sag. Ooh, I left 3 cards there. That was weird. Maybe I should have taken those. It was too much, though. Let's just be real. Just 1 card, please, Spirit, for Sag. Wow. Look at this. Higher power. Higher power. 4. Again, that energy 4. Desert is 4. It's 31. It's 4. Your fourth house is Pisces. A lot of 4 energy. 4, 4, 4. Spirit is here. Spirit has your back. Spirit is protecting you. This is an judgment energy. I told you guys, right? It's judgment energy. This is a spiritual awakening. Spirit is stepping in. Spirit is stepping in. I heard it hurts to see you like this. Your guides say it. It hurts to see you like this. Okay, so I feel like you guys were brought up in an environment where it was the desert. It was the desert. You know, it might have looked amazing. All kinds of types of flowers, all kinds of types of... The garden looked like, wow, it was all an illusion. It looked like heaven, but it was hell. Really? From outside, everybody was like, oh my God, how amazing. You know those boarding schools, right? It looks amazing, right? There's people tending to the garden. Meanwhile, what goes down in behind those walls, in those 4 walls, for energy, is a nightmare. It's hell. It's dark. Very dark. So I'm going to leave you with these 2 cards, Sag. These energies I can feel this energy is very strong right now around you, in your reading, first of all. So it definitely must be around you. Higher power and this Ace of Wands. Divine power, your higher self. You connected to the divine. Your mightiness, your sovereignty, your godlike energy, your goddess-like energy. The warrior, Chiron. Yes, the wounded, he's wounded. Remember I was talking about the 9 of Wands? Look it up. It's very important, this 9 of Wands energy too. Look up what the 9 of Wands means. And on the net, different people, because don't just listen to one person. You gotta do some research. There you go. Do some research on the 9 of Wands, please, Sag. Okay, I really feel like there's something very important there for you. Okay, all right. So I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that people that need this message can access it as well, and then it helps my channel grow too, and I really appreciate it. So subscribe and like, and I will see you next time. I don't know when you're going to watch this. Here it's already 8:30 at night. Well, it's still daytime. But either way, if you're watching it, you know, and it's still early where you're at, or if not, just have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful Sunday, morning, afternoon, or night. Okay? Love you, Sag. Take care. See you next time. Bye.